All right, man. So we back with another video. Today we're gonna be reacting to everything we missed in the Redeem Team documentary because it came out about a month ago now, and I've been seeing this video recommended to me a lot. I watched it. I thought I saw everything that I could see, but apparently we didn't. So let's go ahead and check it out, and I hope you enjoy the video. All right, so let's go ahead and check out the video. By the end of the video, if you found out that you enjoyed the video, go ahead and drop a like, subscribe, leave a comment. You don't gotta do it now, but if you find yourself enjoying the video, make sure you do it at the end. I appreciate it. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out this documentary, man.
Well, is historically one of the best jab steppers we've ever seen, and look how he uses this micro jab step to actually bait the third
Bron been doing that for years.
Jab step. This is important because he gets his defender on his heels, which allows him to just step back, get
that signature LeBron right there, signature
LeBron,
man,
cleanly for the three-point shot. Now Netflix likes to tell you that USA played really intense defense, but what they don't tell you is how Spain actually countered it. If you look closely, you'll notice that
Spain team was actually
completely
nasty,
broken up on the top of the screen, so Gasol doesn't panic and he breaks a play to make a play running a pick and roll because there's no help because of that high pressure defense, and we're going to talk more about this later.
All right, I know it's only 30 seconds of the video, but like, can we please talk about how good that Spain team was, and let's just talk about how Marc Gasol and Paul Gasol and Ricky was just like, they were just so nice. Like, oh my god, man. Paul Gasol and Marc Gasol, shout out to them, man.
The US fast break created some legendary highlights, but where would you pass it on this one?
I would have did corner. It would have been Melo in the corner.
To his left to make sure that he has a trail in this situation, and then he brings the ball wisely up the middle to split his two offensive players and drops one of the, can I say sexiest passes I've seen.
Yeah, Ricky Rubio is one of the cleanest passes we've ever seen in the game of basketball. Is that simple?
Seen on this channel in a while.
Pretty Ricky's what they call him.
Game plan was to take Kobe out by fronting him in the post, so you get a rotation behind by Gasol, which leaves a wide open Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Spain is actually even more tactical than the States because they just don't quite have the skill individually. In this example, you can see them drawing the double team, passing out of it, and forcing a tough decision on the inside of who to guard. Gasol wisely uses his eyes to completely influence the defender and find his wide open man. Spain absolutely plays beautiful tactical basketball, and
yeah, that was one of the main things they were saying, is that like international players, like they tend to play more like team-based basketball. Like that's still a thing to this day that people be saying. So yeah, I can definitely see how things are tough.
Here you're going to once again see a screen that's set very hard by Gasol, which gets the defense to adjust, and you get a seal on the inside. Spain rotates the ball up high to get a better angle and quickly
that's beautiful.
Pass inside for the white boy alley-oop.
That's beautiful.
You get the States playing to their tactics, pushing the ball up.
CP3
Euro step. Notice how Chris Paul that right-handed layup and then crossed over to his left. Netflix won't talk about this, but Dwyane Wade was actually the one putting an insane amount of pressure against the Spanish team. Obviously, this clip of Kobe Bryant hitting Pau Gasol is going everywhere. Dwyane Wade was actually the best offensive and defensive player in this game, in my opinion. You might have noticed Alex Mumbrou waving his hands in the air, which is a noob move because Dwyane Wade is sniffing that out every single time. Now, what nobody wants to talk about is how the most simple defense of all time, the 2-3 zone, actually stumped the Americans.
Yeah, that 2-3 looks like it's jamming them up right now.
Nobody on the US team is cutting. On the flip side, when Spain gets the ball on the block, there are multiple people always cutting, and there is a sense of patience with the ball. Later on, there's some legendary tactical.
Young Marc Gasol with the hair. Come on, man. One of the best to ever do it. But yeah, so like a lot of people like to talk about Kobe. May he rest in peace. Every time I hear Kobe name, gotta say that. May he rest in peace. But yeah, a lot of people are saying, well, we know Dwyane Wade was probably the best player on that team, offense and defensively at the time. So yeah, Dwyane Wade was really out there doing everything.
Adjustments made by both.
Yeah, low key. Like that Kobe to Dwyane Wade, like falling out of the bounce lob. Oh, come on. One of the best plays in the history.
Teams. But first, let's just look at and appreciate the physicality of this game. And this is why this match was one of the greatest gold medal matches you'll literally ever see in your life. Check out the body of work by Marc Gasol, just shoving Carmelo Anthony back. Each of these teams wants this game so badly, and if you listen carefully enough, you can hear Pau Gasol freaking out because Carmelo Anthony apparently doesn't ever like my videos after he watches them. USA stuck with playing a lot of pressure and switching screens, which hurt them a lot in the pick and roll game. Even when they did decide to help and rotate off of those pick and rolls, you can see that Spain is just too connected as a group and good at passing as they make
that's some big body screens. Wait, hold up, rerun that.
Even when they did decide to help and rotate off of those pick and rolls, you can see that Spain is
that's a big body screen by Mark.
Just too connected as a group.
Look, another one. That's a big body screen. Come on, man.
Pass inside. Spain continues to use their X and O's by opening up their playbook by setting multiple screens only to slip inside, bust an ankle, and get a wide open layup. This is what kept them in the game. Spain tried to go back to their man defense, but you could see here that the Americans are just too athletic and too smart. With this roster, they're going to be anybody going 2-on-2. Spain went back to simple and started making a simple adjustment where they basically used the off-ball defender to take away the high post as much as possible. You might be surprised, but this worked actually amazingly well as the Americans.
Yeah, like it's really crazy nowadays. Like even in the NBA, most teams don't really run no 3-2s or 2-3s or like zones or boxing ones and stuff like that. Because like a boxing one's probably the most basic one, but yeah, teams don't really run like 2-3s and 3-2s anymore. It's pretty much just man defense and have your best defender either roaming or guarding the best player on the other team. So like when it happens in the NBA, it's surprising that like teams tend to struggle against zones nowadays, you know?
Were settling for outside shot after outside shot, and Spain crawled right back to make this game so crazy, just like LeBron James was for passing this ball way too early instead of getting his guys an open look, because the high post is clearly the weakness in this scenario. Now Kobe Bryant actually is the one to take over at the end of the game, go figure, and he starts off by just attacking a closeout and doing the simple things. Then he attacks the high post and gets 3 defenders on him. He jumps in the air and waits for LeBron James to cut wisely behind through the seam and hits him high in the hands for the
hang time to
that
have
is a
that.
Thing of beauty.
I gotta run it back one more time.
He jumps in the air and waits for LeBron James to.
First of all, look at the vertical. Like come on now. But the hang time to have this and see what's going on, like to be able to make this pass and see that these 2 defenders are hey, Kobe was different, man.
Cut wisely behind
Kobe was
the
different
seam and hits him high in the hands for the easy layup. That is a thing of beauty. Just like this out of bounds play, which any coach should use if you need a bucket in the last second. Now, basketball is all about making adjustments, and here is a huge difference. This time when the Americans get the ball on the block, they actually cut and everybody's head is clearly turned on Spain. That is easy, simple basketball. Unlike this complex play, which was my favorite action of the entire gold medal match. This whole play was set up because of the killer pick and roll Spain was doing to the Americans.
So yeah, I gotta slow down myself because like that. Wait a minute, that caught me off guard. So we got the screen from Mark.
USA decided to start switching everything, and because of that switch, it's all
what's happening right here?
Cut up to the top after the switch, cuts back, and that is a beautiful.
That's that's a beautiful play.
Spain makes one terrible error defensively here at a crucial point in the game as they double team Darren Williams, which forces a rotation underneath and leaves Kobe Bean Bryant open in the easiest spot to hit a jump shot. Now this game got extremely physical, even more physical than we were talking about, and it was kind of inspired by this dunk. And watch on the next play as Marc Gasol absolutely throws Chris Bosh to the floor. Now here's the most iconic shot of the match, but it very well could have turned out differently as LeBron James was wide open cutting to the basket, but Dwayne Wade kicks it out to Kobe. Remember that jab step that LeBron had at the very start? Does this not look familiar, my friends? This is why Pau Gasol is a legend, is because he makes little pin down plays like this to get his teammate a wide open 3-point shot. This game went right down to the wire. As a coach, my favorite thing is to see players improve and grow, and look at the United States getting it into that high post, learning from their mistakes, and actually attacking within the high post. And LeBron James has every single option he wants here to pass it to for a wide open triple. Now, the most incredible thing,
like this got to be one of the best like basketball games in like general. Like both teams, it was Kobe, LeBron, J. Kidd, Wade, Bosh, Dwight, Darren Williams. Can we talk about Darren Williams' whole downfall for his career? What happened with Darren Williams? The man went from being like an all-star to one of the best. Like he was being compared to, not being compared, but people say he was better than Chris Paul. Just saying, think about that. And yeah, on the other end, Marc Gasol, Paul Gasol, Ricky Rubio, Rudy Fernandez was out there dunking on everybody. One of the best games of basketball we have ever seen.
To me, is how physical this game is, and they're all buddies at the end of the game.
All love, man.
Legendary.
Hey, yo, you gotta respect greatness, man. Yo, that was, first of all, breaking down the plays like that's cool. Cause like that one play with Paul Gasol in the lob, I definitely did not catch that, yo. This was a great video, man. But yeah, yo, if y'all enjoyed the video, like I said, drop a like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know any more videos y'all want to see me react to down in the comments. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And I'm gonna catch you next one. We out of here. Peace.